Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Here with me, Blue64, as Blue Nexus Gaming. Let's see, what did I do in between episodes? Well, I dug out a lot more of that section on the side there. Carved it out, got a lot of iron. Got a lot of coal as well. Now we get to go through our supply of iron, go through our supply of coal, go through all of the various ores which we collected. In the meantime, then we get to find out just how much material we dug out. We get to find out what our profits from the previous day were. Now, as you might have guessed, this is possibly going to need to loop back around at some point, just in order to fit in the iron tool section. However, I think it's better to just go ahead and start out using the stone pickaxe, because there might be enough material here that I don't even need to worry about switching out tools, because this might use up the stone pickaxe. Therefore, let's start with mining out all of this iron with the fortune pickaxe made of stone, and then we can see... Actually, let's not start with the iron, let's start with the coal. Yeah, let's start with the coal. Because if we start with the coal, we will have less fuel, this is true. However, fuel is a renewable resource. Therefore, the only thing we're actually getting short on is the coal blocks themselves. But since we have kelp blocks, or blocks of dried kelp, we have plenty of coal for anything we actually need it for. The only thing we're really using coal for is torches and smelting cobblestone into smooth stone, which we then smelt into or smelting cobblestone into stone, which we then smelt into smooth stone. However, hi Enderman. Yes, you're very angry, I understand. You're an Enderman, you're always angry. When you're not angry, you're stealing my blocks from around my mine. It's very rude. Okay. Now we can switch back to tracking how much iron we've earned. We're earning a good amount of iron. However, the fortune doesn't seem to be activating very often. Most likely because we just don't have a very high level of fortune on the pickaxe itself. However, the fact that we are getting more iron already than we actually laid out is a very good sign that on average we are getting a decent percentage more than normal. Matter of fact, I think we're going to go over the stack here before we run out of pickaxe. Yes, we are. Yep. Matter of fact, this pickaxe might endure all the way through this entire supply. I'm about to find out. Yep, just barely. Okay, now let's switch to our subscribe pickaxe, because now we need to lay out all of the redstone, gold, emeralds, and diamonds. Okay, now to lay out the gold, now to lay out the emerald and the diamonds. Actually do the diamonds before the emeralds here. I guess it's now midnight. Okay, I want my Fortune 3 pickaxe marked as subscribe because it always helps to subscribe. Oh, did I not lay down the emerald? Anyway, as I was saying, it always helps to subscribe. Always helps to leave a like on the channel. To leave a like on the video. You know, it might not seem like much to you. It might not seem like much now. Oops. I guess I took out a rail in the process. Yep, there it is. Okay, let me replace this rail, which I accidentally broke. However, it does get me more advertising on YouTube if more people leave likes on the video, if more people subscribe to my channel, if more people watch longer periods of my video, longer durations of my video. It definitely helps a lot because YouTube actually pays attention to that stuff. Therefore, if you actually watch a lot of my videos, if you actually watch long durations of my videos, then it's one of my friends talking to me on through Discord. I guess I'll have to let him know he's in another of my Minecraft videos. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you watch a lot of my videos for long periods of time, for long durations, you will find that my videos are going to start becoming more popular, because that's just how the YouTube algorithm works. If lots of people enjoy my content, then YouTube will suggest my content, my videos, to more people. If you have one video that gets a lot of attention, then eventually that one video will have millions of people who've viewed it. Likewise, if you have hundreds of videos which people like, then YouTube will know that it should just recommend pretty much all of your content if possible. Just wherever possible, it should recommend your content. Because clearly, almost everything that you make is really good. Therefore, it should recommend your content. It's like, that makes sense. You know, that is a perfectly sane, logical conclusion. Ah, right. Now I remember what these were missing for. I wanted to show you guys just how high up I had to dig some of this ore out. Okay. Yep. Now, a lot of this was dug out to this height. I just filled it back in with regular smooth stone. That's why I made sure I brought enough smooth stone. But I can't actually reach that high up without jumping anymore. It's that high up. And then in the process, I miscounted how many spaces over to place that. There we go. Fortunately, all of these other ones were properly counted out. Yeah, as I was saying, YouTube keeps track of all kinds of information online because YouTube is owned by Google. Therefore, all the information you tell Google about yourself is also tracked by YouTube. If you tell YouTube something, YouTube will keep track of it. If you tell Google something, YouTube will keep track of it because YouTube is Google. Now, as you may have noticed as I ran past, this specific section over here has been left intact because there is lava here. This strip apparently runs straight through lava. Therefore, as I continue to expand, I will need to be very careful as I swap out those specific stone blocks with polished granite, I believe is what I'm using in that line. Yeah. There is a lot of progress being made here, though, because we are progressing through all of these layers in a very direct method, a very direct manner. Now, it doesn't look like I'm picking up everything, and this is true, I'm not picking up everything immediately. However, the objects do persist long enough for me to make 2 full passes. Therefore, I'm able to actually pick it up the second time if it's still there. For example, this one up here on my right, now that I know it's there, I can pick it up, pull back, make sure I grabbed everything, then walk forward and start excavating again. It looks like that didn't happen very often, therefore I should not need to worry too much about it. It seemed to happen most down here. Therefore I'm just going to grab these manually right now. I was thinking about how I'm going to be traversing through all of this construction that I am performing down here. I was thinking about it, and I came to the realization that the best way for me to traverse this entire place is to make use of the built-in wall that I designated. Which would basically be the south wall. Basically, we're going north from here. Which I guess is fine, yeah? Or no, wait, no, it's the north wall. Oh my. Me and my directions. Whichever wall it is that we have started reinforcing as an actual wall, you know, we can, you know, if we're digging south, then I guess we're heading north on the surface. I don't know. Which way is that way? South. Okay. Yeah, we have a south wall. We're expanding north in the mine. There we go. Either way, I knew we were heading north on the surface. Okay. Now I'm just going through, making sure that I have all of the different ores. I know that I'm going to need more granite, more diorite, more andesite. I'm going to need more of all of that, but that's fine. Currently, I suppose I can put away the cobblestone as well as any dirt I might be carrying. Yep, a little bit. Oh, I can refill these. They seem to have actually run out of fuel. Which is always a bit awkward when that happens. Especially since they're not even completely topped off there. Let's see what we've got for stone. Stone's doing fine. Okay. Oops. Did not want to do that. Let me try this. There we go. And then we do this one, and then we do this one. And we do it twice. And then we want to deposit the ball of slime, the slime ball. We want to grab these, put them in here. So we can do that for this as well. Grab these, put them in here. Walk over here. Put these in here. And then finally for this one, we just put the iron in there. Okay, fuel, right. We need fuel for the furnaces. I'll do 10 blocks of coal each. Should be perfectly fine for them. We are about to use a lot of smooth stone. Because we're going to be filling in those lower floors. However, first, we're going to be filling in all of this ground. We have all of this ground that we can fill in. Let's just go ahead, fill it in. We're going to actually want this. Okay. Now, speaking of that Demu Moltres fella, he's actually in the campaign that I'm telling you about. He's probably a little anxious to play some more. He has been enjoying the campaign. Let me actually place these lanterns first. That way it'll be easier. I can just fill up the hotbar with one material and go to town. It's a little easier that way. And it helps me notice when I make mistakes like this. Additionally, this also provides lots of light in this area, which is kind of what it needs. Get to retrieve that torch. Yay! Oh wow, this goes out pretty far. Okay. No, not there. Okay. Now, the main thing they are asking about, Demu Moltres, is the results of what happened last night after he passed out, because we were playing D&D for roughly 12 hours. We play a lot of D&D. It was really fun. We followed Miki, the changeling, which had the courtier background, as well as the what was it? They were a rogue. What was it I had said they were? They were a rogue mastermind. That's what it is. Rogue mastermind. Okay. We had Miki, the courtier, rogue mastermind. They had managed to acquire a signet ring from their noble lord, when their noble lord managed to get themselves killed. They said, basically the butler gets the house, but, you get a ring, you get a letter of recommendation, you're a great servant. If they need proof, well, you have a ring from my house. Yes, I'm dead, but, you get to sign this. You know, you're a trusted person. I know that's not normal for a person who worked as a courtier to receive. However, there were instances where a courtier would receive something of similar reward for their service. There are plenty of times when people who died left in their will a reward for their servants. Therefore, I figured it wouldn't be too inaccurate for a person to do such a thing. So, oh, this guy's just straight up got almost everything enchanted. You are going to burn to death, Mr. Zombie. Wow. All that damage and still didn't die. You took a lot of damage, sir. Let's see what you dropped. Nothing. That whole suit of armor, you didn't drop nothing. Man. Hi. Hi. Just a split second away from touching me, it's like, nope. Yeah, you see what I mean. There are monsters spawning all over the place in this cave. I really needed the light sources down here, which is why I'm installing them. Currently, this is preparing for the light sources to be installed, which requires more pumpkins. However, since I do not yet need to actually provide the pumpkins, because I don't currently have them carved up, I am using this time to fill in the various other spots along the ceiling. Oops. There we go. Fix that. There we go. And then up here, I want to count these down, and then count these. Yeah. The player Miki, or the character Miki, was exploring the tavern in the catacombs beneath the tavern, where Miki managed to locate the old ritual site of a cult from roughly a week earlier in game. About a year ago out of game. There were a lot of times when people just didn't show up. If you're wondering about the time frame, a lot of times people just didn't show up, slowed down game progression. It was kind of sad, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's see. Where to next? Well, that's all filled out. At least as much of it as possible. Suppose I shall get the diorite ready. Probably just going to use it all. Let's find out, shall we? Miki encountered in the catacombs beneath the tavern what can only be described as a water elemental, as that is what they found. They managed to find a coffin that was flanked by a portal to the plane of the elemental plane of water, as well as a portal to the plane of the elemental plane of fire. These two portals were set in place originally with a few devil guards in order to safeguard the contents of the coffin. The coffin itself was specifically a succubus queen that had been sealed away by their own kin in an attempt to basically prevent them from altering the course of the behaviors of the succubus. There was a rival queen involved at the time, which wanted everyone to follow their instincts and be chaotic and basically have the succubus be, well, the succubus as we know them. They were wanting the succubus to follow their baser instincts, whereas this specific succubus queen, which was imprisoned, wanted the succubus to use their powers for the greater good. They didn't want just basic instinct on the succubi. They wanted their succubi minions to think for themselves, fend for themselves, help people out, that kind of stuff. They wanted to be more of an angel of mercy than a demon of lust. They wanted to be something that could be respected and possibly even maybe one day loved, is what she had hoped. However, the rival succubi was not having any of it. They went out of their way to make sure that this specific succubus queen was not going to be able to provide any type of instruction to any succubus minions whatsoever for a very long period of time. Through the use of capturing her in a magically sealed coffin, which prevented the succubus queen from escaping in order to, well, seal them away. That was kind of the goal. The succubus queen had previously been found by Jack Mist, my character, as well as Silver, the rogue, an assassin rogue. Jack Mist is a deep gnome, which means he has gray skin. What just killed me? I was at full health and then just died. What was that? Well, the helmet's gonna need repairs, that's for sure. This is the type of reason why you gotta be careful when you don't light up your builds. Fortunately, most of my items flew forwards. Because I was building all of this, half of that is just diorite. Unfortunately, all of my armor, my tools, all that stuff landed over here as well. Means I need to grab all of this stuff up before any of it despawns, because it's all extremely valuable stuff. Yeah, there was a creeper here. Okay. The other reason I need to grab all of this stuff up is because I don't want a zombie to manage to get a hold of all of my tools. I need to hurry up and get everything in order. Okay, this one's Silk Touch, which means I want this one on the right. This one is Fortune. I want that one on the left. Food goes in the last spot. Stone Pickaxe goes up there. Silk Touch needs to be put away so I don't accidentally use it. Shovel gets to be put there. Arrows can be there. Logs get put there. Map in the offhand. Diorite, 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 diorite. Stone. Cobblestone, slime, lantern. Okay. That was kind of rude. Just fill that in so that it's not left behind. Where was I? Oh yeah, describing the characters. Jack Mist is a deep gnome wizard with the interest in the arcane, the fae, the magical. Unlike most of his family, Jack Mist finds magical entities quite fascinating. Jack Mist would frequently find himself reading books about fairies and pixies and all kinds of other fae creatures as he studied the various intricacies of alchemy. In one unfortunate incident, Jack Mist managed to mix the wrong chemicals in one of his magical concoctions as he tried to enhance the concoction with his magic, which resulted in the entire brew backfiring, causing a chain reaction which turned his hair a vibrant blue. However, the fumes further transformed his hair into a rather obvious green shade. A very bright lime green. A little bit brighter green than these slimes, we'll say. The process caused Jack Mist's hair to just suddenly start growing in that hue, in that shade. Therefore, Jack Mist kind of stands out in a crowd. His personality, roughly as vibrant as his hair, he is somewhat cheerful, somewhat personable. However, Jack Mist is also not one to back down from a fight that he thinks he has full well won. If Jack Mist finds himself threatened, however, he's not afraid to chicken out. He's a prankster at heart, really. Then we have Miki, the mastermind rogue, which worked under the house of the local noble known as Ray Calmeteron. The noble themselves dying shortly after the party actually met said noble, had managed to find themselves chasing down an evil noble lord which had managed to infiltrate the town and was basically causing a lot of chaos amongst the townspeople. Lots of people were going missing. Lots of people still are going missing, in fact. As I have mentioned previously, this specific noble is actually attempting to woo court, as it were, a vampire lord. This specific vampire that they are trying to court, they're trying to woo, as it were, is actually familiar with the succubus queen, which Jack Mist and Silver and a few others had managed to free from their prison inside the catacombs of the tavern. I'm looking around for this experience, trying to find out where it's hidden. Ah, here it was. It had flown all the way over there, but it looked like it was all the way... It had fallen over here, and it looked like it was over there. That's something that Mojang said they are currently working on fixing. In case you manage to have similar issues where you have experience that you can't really pick up, You can pick it up. You just have to figure out where it actually is. Okay. Anyways, the party did manage to explore a little bit of the nobles, the questionable nobles' manor. They managed to find out a little bit of information regarding the activities of that noble. They reported the information back to their superiors, which in this case was just the people who gave the players the quest. And then the players proceeded to probably forget about the quest, if I had to take a guess. However, the damage caused by this noble is a recurring theme. Oh, I almost ran towards that thinking it was just another slime. That is a creeper. Or it was. Don't I have like 2 more? I do. I can actually light that spot up. That's kind of a problem spot, so I'm going to light that spot up. Where was that? Yeah, it's right here. Okay, I'm going to put 1 lantern here. 1 lantern, I want to say right here. Then I think I'll actually borrow one of these lanterns in order to put it over here. It kind of lines up with the staircase too by doing that. Oh, no you don't. Where are you even spawning? Okay, I'm going to need to enable the texture pack to be able to see spawn locations at some point, because I need to figure out where these guys are spawning from. This is getting kind of dangerous all of a sudden. I don't know how they're getting in. Like, I know up here is spawnable, but how'd they get over there? Because over there, it's just this the whole way through, you know? I can take out 1 or 2 of these lanterns without any issues. I mean, yeah, if I take out too many, I'll obviously have issues. But I'm not taking out too many. You know, I'm taking out every other lantern. Therefore, why is there potential for creeper to spawn. Makes no sense to me. I measured this out before. I don't think they changed the light level spawning mechanics for creeper. I've mapped this out before. I can get out to like right here easily with this much light. These big ones don't spawn in correctly on these two tall sections. However, when they die, the medium ones do spawn in correctly. And then, of course, the small ones obviously spawn in correctly. But the big ones seem to spawn in and then clip through the floor. Mojang needs to possibly work on that. Like, I understand they're slimes, but hitboxes are a thing, man. Gotta account for your hitboxes, Mojang. Yeah. I think I will borrow right here, because these lanterns do cover enough of that to not need to worry about borrowing that one. However, I don't want this to be a problem. See, I knew you were coming over here. Fucking zombie, get out of here. See what I mean? Where are these guys all coming from? They've got to be coming from somewhere, but I don't know where. You even have armor. Which you didn't drop. Rude. Yeah, these guys have got to be coming from somewhere, but this is all lit. Like, this is lit. This is all lit. This is lit all the way through here. Where are these guys spawning at? I don't get it. Like, this is actually well overlit. I gotta figure out where these guys are spawning so I can stop them. Maybe it's just here? I don't think. Well, it could be. Go ahead and eat. Borrow a few of these torches from around the place. Place is well enough lit. I can borrow one or two without worrying too much about it. And 1, 2, 3. This actually goes in the wall. Oh. Wow. That's not supposed to happen, I think. Apparently, if you silk touch gravel, you might get 2 gravel out. Okay. Let's see if we can find any more of those pesky undead that should not be spawning but are. Oh, they're probably spawning in here, yeah. Yeah, this would be a definite space to start looking at whether or not they're spawning here. I don't have any torches on me. I do have torches, but not on me. I shall borrow these. One there. One there. And then I'm going to want to borrow more of these torches.